Hello, my name is Becky McGarity, and I'm a tour host for Reformation Tours and Explore Europe. And today I'm here to talk to you about our trip to Ireland and Scotland, July 16th through the 31st, 2022. But my focus is going to be on Ireland today. Fáilte go Éireann, which means welcome to Ireland. If you tour with us, we will be visiting the island, which is comprised of the Republic of Ireland in the orange, and Northern Ireland, which is still a part of the United Kingdom, in the green. Our trip is going to try to span as much of the island as we can. We'll land in Dublin, visit there, go down to Waterford and Cork, then over to Killarney, visit the Dingle Peninsula, up to Tralee. Finally, we'll head over to Galway and take a trip out to the Aran Islands, and then head north to the Northern Ireland to Belfast. While we stay there a day, we're also going to take a day and go up and visit the beautiful Antrim coast, and finally head back down to Dublin before we do the second half of our tour to Scotland. Our tour will start in Dublin, which is a city of about 2 million people. Dublin is on the mouth of the River Liffey, and in this picture, I put in a picture of the Halfpenny Bridge, which is a pedestrian bridge that spans the river. Dublin is an old city dating back before the Vikings, but it's also a very cosmopolitan, cultured city as well. And so many people want to go and spend more time than just a single day in Dublin. So we are offering to our travelers a pre-tour of Dublin, where you can spend a little bit more time, get acclimated to the city, relax, possibly visit Guinness Storehouse, because how do you go to Ireland without visiting Guinness and having a taste of dark beer? You'll get a tour and end up at the Gravity Bar, where not only are you going to enjoy a pint, but you can look out over the city. Maybe some of you are whiskey drinkers, and we know that Ireland is renowned for Jameson's Distillery, and so they offer a tour as well, and they are very generous with their samples, with their whiskey samples. On that first day, our pre-tour group will visit Trinity College Dublin and see the Book of Kells. Hopefully we'll do that before we have all of our samples. The Book of Kells is a Latin translation of the first four books of the New Testament, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. We believe that the book was created about 800 AD. The book is made on vellum, which is animal hide, and the book the book has all kinds of intricate calligraphy, Christian iconology. It has scrolls and humans and beasts and Celtic knots and mythical creatures interspersed with the translation of the gospel. And they will change a page every single day. It is considered one of Ireland's national treasures. The group will meet us on the second day. Our travelers who are there for the pre-tour will enjoy maybe a night of singing at a pub, and then the next day, the rest of the group will arrive. We will get a preview of the city, a tour on the bus, and we'll get to see some of the major sites, including Phoenix Park. We'll go to Monuments Row, where you can see O'Connell Street and some of the statues there that are erected to some of the heroes of Ireland. One of the things that we will absolutely do is take a visit to Epic Ireland, which is an award-winning museum. This particular museum highlights Ireland's greatest Ireland's greatest export. And you would think it might be Jameson's or Guinness, but it is not. It's his people. And this is kind of an immigration museum. It goes through the famous exports of, Irish people because of the diaspora, the potato famine, and so many people who had been looking elsewhere in other countries to find a place where they could prosper because things in Ireland were so difficult. You need look no further than the American presidents. Many of our presidents have their roots in Ireland. So we'll take a tour of Epic Ireland. On that day, we will also visit Kilmainham Gaol. I've been taking trips and sending people to Ireland for over 20 years, and I always tell them, please visit Kilmainham. Kilmainham Gaol itself is a Victorian structure. This particular jail is in Ireland, the only one of its kind that's still left that you can visit. And they take you through and show you much of the architecture. But Kilmainham Gaol is really famous for the fact that when the 1916 Easter Rising occurred, that's when the Irish people, many leaders decided to rise up and rebel against British rule. And when that occurred, the British put down the rebellion in 1916, but what they did was they sort of made a major mistake. And that is what they used to do with rebellion people was you put them in jail and eventually they released them. But in 1916, they made the mistake of killing many of the leaders of the rebellion. They were housed in Kilmainham Gaol and taken out and shot. That killing of the leaders or execution of the leaders sparked a fire in Ireland, which caused more people to join the rebellion, and eventually Ireland would gain its independence from Great Britain. This jail will tell the